everyone, I'm Gabriella from Mindful Movement with Gabriella, and I'm back to take you through another workout today. Today we're going to be focusing a lot on legs, on glutes, with a little bit of an arm section, and also you get quite a lot of center work as well, abdominals. So a little bit of everything, just named all your body parts. In terms of equipment, I'm working with weights and a block. My weight's a 1.5, but you could definitely go heavier with these if you want a little bit more work. You can go lighter, you could go 0.5s, 1 kilo. If you don't want to use weights, you don't have to. Then I'm using a block. It's going to come underneath our knee, so something that you feel comfortable kneeling on. Again, if you don't have it, it doesn't matter. Just a reminder, I am now 17 weeks pregnant, so I am doing what works for my body in these videos. There's always ways of progressing things, so if you did want to make all of this work harder, pop some ankle weights on. That's going to make it more intense into your legs, your center, your glutes. So you can pop ankle weights on. You could always grab a resistance band and pop it around your thighs as well, as long as it's not one of the ones that tends to roll up. And that's it. And your mat, some space, and then we will get going. Okay, we're going to come onto all fours for our warm-up. Heels of our hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. We're going to just come into our pelvic tilt. So can you do a big inhale? As we exhale, tilt your pelvis. And again, big inhale. Big expansive breath, and then we tilt. So the idea is that we keep everything really still in our head and our upper body, so into our shoulders. And we just find that zip up each time we do our tilt, and then really let go. Big expansive breath. And again, zip up from your pubic bone all the way up to your ribs. One last one. Hold it here. We're going to hover our knees up and tap down. And hover. And lower. So you'll feel your center fire on. You might also start to feel your legs, your quads. Can you push into all 10 fingers? Keep equal weight underneath your hands and your toes, because what tends to happen is we send loads of weight forward and then it feels really nasty on our wrists. On our next one, can we hold it up for 4, 3, 2, 1, and tap down. We're going to step left leg forward. I'm going to take mine a little bit wider today just because that feels nice for my body, but you can have it directly in front. We're focusing on opening up into our hips a little bit, getting our hamstrings stretch. Continuing to do your big full breath. We're going to go for one last one. Then hold it here. You can lift your back knee if that feels okay. Extend your left arm up to the sky and thread underneath. So you can take those slow, controlled twists. Big deep breaths as we do this. One last one. Everything comes back down and we switch it to the other side. So start by stretching it out and in. Good. So just being mindful that we're not overly stretching. So just take it slowly. It's our warm up. You don't need to push anything. Do what feels nice. One last one. Hold it forward. If it felt okay, you can lift your back knee, extend your arm up to the sky and thread under. And then while we're doing all these exercises, just see how your body's feeling. Does it feel tight? Do you feel energized? Do you feel ready to move? And then just move in a way throughout the class that feels good for you today. Hand goes down, we send it back into our hover. From there, can we hover our knees up, step it out into our plank position. So find that stillness, push into your hands, centers lifted up, then we go into our shoulder taps. They're slow, controlled. If you want a little bit more support, you can take your feet wider. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you take your feet closer together. And what we're trying to do is really avoid rocking from side to side. Obviously, there's going to be a little transfer of weight, but we're going to try and keep it as still as possible. 2 more. One last one. Hold it there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it up to the sky. We're going to just walk it out, so bend and stretch your legs. Then from here, come into your high plank and your downward facing stretch. And again, high plank. And back up. Next time we're in our plank, hold it there. Draw your left knee into your chest if that feels okay. If single legs feels too intense, you go back to having both feet down. Drawing your knee up in towards your nose. One last one. And then switch it over to the other side. Good. One final one. And then step it back through your plank hold. Send your bum up to the sky. Back into your downward facing stretch. Walk your hands to meet your feet. And then just roll yourself all the way up. Head comes up last. Okay, we're going to grab hold of our weights if we're using weights. It's going to add load into our legs. So if you want to use them, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Oh, excuse me. We're going to slightly turn ourselves out with our feet. Then we're going to drop one leg behind into our curtsy lunge and just a little tap to the side. So you can hinge forward and drive up. So use your front leg, use your front heel to get you up each time. And tap. Very nice. Slowly to begin with. Then I will give you the option to speed it up at some point. And if you want to speed it up, you can. If you don't want to, you do not have to. If you want to make this more intense, you could pop ankle weights on. You could pop a resistance band around your thighs. And if you want to modify it, you can get rid of your weights. Just focus on body weight today. We're going to go for 3 more. One last one, then can we just speed it up for 4? Drop, lift, 3, 2, 1 last one. We're going to do 3 pulses. Let's go down. 3, 2, 1. Little tap and down. 3, 2, 1. So I want you to try and sit in your front heel so you really fire on into the back of your leg, into your bum and glutes. Can we do 2 more? Then we're going to hold it down and pulse out. So little pulses down, down, tap. Yes. Really nice work. Holding it there. Knees are going slightly out on the diagonals. We're going to go for 8 more. 7, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up. So the leg that was your front leg is now going to step out into a side lunge and lift back up. So bum goes back, chest and body goes forward. We want to aim to keep a long line from our head to our tailbone and up. So you just get a nice stretch on the inside of this leg that's long. And again, same thing, can you sit into your heel as you go out? Very nice. And in. We're going to go for 3 more. One last one, hold it there. We're going to twist to our bent leg. I'm going to take this really slow. You can move a bit quicker, just see how it feels. What I want you to think about is this rib taking you around so you get the twist in your torso and through. We're going to go for 2 more. One last one, holding it in the center, little pulses. So sending your hips over to the bent leg side, really loading it up there. Very nice. So maybe if you're starting to feel our legs, can we go for 4 more? 3, 2, we've got a combination in 1. We're going to twist slow, center, 2 pulses. Woo, twist. And center, 2 taps. Good, one last one. hold it down, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. Very nice. We're gonna come into some arms, so give our legs a bit of a break. Little bend in our legs. We're gonna do high bicep curl here. So arms go out and in. So side on, triceps are parallel to the mat. Arms extend and pull in. And extend. Good. Big deep breaths. Very nice. Controlling the extension, controlling as we pull in. We're gonna do 2 more. One last one, hold it up. We're gonna lower one arm in and lift and in and lift. So elbow just skims the side of your body and then pumps back up. Good. Remember, at any point you can go heavier, you can go lighter with your weights, you can take breaks. Just see how they feel. Let's go both arms in and lift. And you're trying to really stabilize through your body, through your center. We're gonna add on. We drop down, lift up, extend out and in. We drop down, lift. If double arms feels a little bit too much, you always have the option to do single arms as well. Very nice. 2 more. One last one. We're gonna hold it here, tiny lifts, lift, lift. Good. And you know me, we are not done yet. We are gonna go for 10 more, 9, 8, then we open up to the side. I've lost count in 4, 3, 2, 1. We open out and come in. Good. And open. Without flaring our chest every time the arms open. And squeeze in. We're gonna go for 2 more. One last one, we're gonna hold it out. We're gonna extend one arm out and in, other arm. So same thing as when they were forward, triceps stay high, just focusing on our extension and out. We're gonna go for 4. 2. One last one, now we go both arms out and in and push. 3 more. 2. One last one, we're gonna hold it out. Our arms are gonna come into our waist, drive up, one bend, and extend. We come in and push and up. Shoulders maybe starting to feel this now. 2 more, maybe a long time ago. One last one. Can we hold it here? Can we do our bend and stretch? Push it away. Amazing. We are nearly there. I know I keep saying that. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, holding it still, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Very nice. Draw the weights to your chest. We're going to do our curtsy lunges to the other side. So find your slight external rotation. Let's begin by dropping down slow and little tap to the side. And drop. So you want to think both hip points are facing forward and drive up. Keeping the weight in our front heel. So now just make sure you have the other leg in front. Don't want to do the same side twice. And lift. So when you tap to the side, you can put a tiny bit of weight into it, but not too much. So the idea is that we keep all of the weight over this leg here. And up. Finding those big full breaths. Drive. Push through your front heel each time. Okay, we're gonna go for our 4 quick. Here we go. 4, drive, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Now we go for our 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. Little tap, drop. Good work. And remember, if you want to slow it down at any point, you can. If we're feeling a little bit too out of breath, if we need to take breaks, you can. It's really got my heart rate up today. 2 more. And up. 1 last one. Then we're going to hold it down and pulse. So tiny little pulses down. Breathe here. You get a small break after this before we come into our side lunges. Can we go for 10? Four more. 3, 2, 1, and stand up. Good, so the leg that was on the front, we now step out into our side lunge and lift and side. So keeping the weight in our heel as we step back, because what I want you to do is fire on your bum, so you send it back. Really good as well to get that movement into our pelvis. Back and up. Now we're going to add our twist. We drop down. Slow twist. Center and back up. Step, hold it at your lowest point. Controlled twist as you go around. Good, on the next one, can we hold it down? Just twist and center and twist. I feel like I'm doing this in a different order. That is fine, we'll get all of the work in. Very good, we'll do 2 more. 1 last one. Hold it here, send your bum over to the side. So it's just like you're sitting into this leg. If you need to adjust your feet at all, of course you can. Ooh, feeling it in my quad, in my bum, in my hamstrings, everything here. Let's go for 3 more. 2, then we've got our combination in 1. So we twist, center, 2 little pulses, and twist. 2 more. 1 last one, I'm concentrating. And then hold and stand yourself up. Good, give your legs a little wiggle. Pop your weights down. Then we're gonna grab hold of our block, pop it underneath our right knee. Hands are gonna come down, heels of our hands underneath our shoulders like we do in our warm-up. You're going to bring your left knee in, but can we find, before we start moving anything, that same push away from the ground? So you find that hug up and in with the front of your body, little bit of a tilt with your pelvis so you find length in your back. Then we're going to extend our leg back and in and extend. Each time you extend and point your foot, can you really think about your foot reaching to the opposite wall, or whatever's behind you, wherever you're doing this workout. Good. Now, if that feels okay, can we start to add arm, opposite arm, going out and pulling in and out. Very nice. So that makes sure that we can't lean over to the side or the knee that's on the block. We have to really fire our center on in this position. 2 more. Holding it out. Can we do tiny little lifts without arching in your back? So you're getting your bum, your center, tickling Iggy. Okay, let's go for 4, 3, 1 last one. We're going to bring everything to the side, so arm and leg bends, and then extend long. And it bends. And find the length. Good. Next time arm and leg is bent to the side, can we just do tiny lifts for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Left leg is going to extend back, and we're just going to lower and lift our left leg. Lower and lift. Both hands are back down on our mat. So we should feel our center, but also hopefully going to start to feel our bum, our glutes as well. On our next one, can we hold it up and just do circles? So not too big, and making sure that the rest of our body doesn't move, that we keep it still, and we just circle our leg. We're going to reverse the circles in the other direction. Amazing work. Can we go for 2 more? 1 last one. Hold it there. Tiny pulses up. Lift. Lift for 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down onto your right forearm. We're going to draw our knee to our elbow and extend long. Knee to elbow and push. So really nice to open up into our hips, get more glute work, so more work into our bum. Good. We're going to go for 2 more. 1 last one. Hold it here. Circles up and back. So like we just did in the parallel position. Now our hips are open and we're circling. Very nice. Can we reverse the circles in the other direction? 1 final one. Draw your knee to your elbow and we do tiny lifts up to finish it. So right at your top range, pushing into your hands. Very nice work. Let's go for 8, 7, 4, 2, 1, and lower down. Very nice. Switching the block over to the other knee. I'm just going to turn myself around. Underneath your left knee now. Right leg extends. Can we find that push, hug up? We're going to lift and lower our right leg. Very good. So finding the length, pulling away. And now you know what's coming. You know we're going to lift our left arm. So can you take a little bit more weight into your right arm in preparation, and then lift your left arm and come in and lift. In. Good. So not only are you getting your center, as I said, your glutes, you're getting all this lovely stabilizing work through your supporting arm. We're going to go for 2 more. 1 last one. Hold it up. Can we go for our tiny lifts? Pull. Good. So making sure we don't arch in our back. We're going to go for 8. 1 last one. We bend. Everything goes to the side. And extend long. hand to the side. Can we keep knee and arm high as we do that? Whoo, I'm getting shaky. Good. 2 more. Then hold it to the side, tiny little lifts up for 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Oh, hand comes down. Extend your leg. Let's just tap down and lift up. And down. I just realized I might have done the wrong leg coming in and out to begin with, but it's fine. Same movement, we're working our bum. Good, so now make sure we haven't then just dumped. I just found myself doing that over onto this hip on the block. Can you push more weight into your right hand? Then we're gonna hold our right leg up into our circles. So small circles in one direction. Keeping everything still in your body. And reverse the circles the other way. One last one, little lifts up, tiny lifts. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We drop onto our left forearm. Knee comes around the side and extend long and around. Keep pushing into your hands that are on the floor. Your hips can open to the side. So now you don't have to think about your hips facing down. You can open them up. Good. Can we go for 2 more? One last one. Iggy, come here. Hold it back, little circles. Iggy, on your chair. Iggy, on your chair. Good boy. It's my serious voice. And then reverse. Circles in the other direction. He doesn't know what to do. Bless. Okay, let's go for 2 more. One last one. Hold it there. Draw it to your elbow. Tiny lifts up. Oh my goodness, my glutes are on fire after this side. Little lifts right at your top range. Keep going for 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Woo. Take your feet together, knees wide. Just stretch that out. Well done today. Big deep breath. And then when you're ready, roll yourself up. Roll your shoulders back. Give yourselves a massive round of applause. Very good. Well done. I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm definitely feeling my legs, my glutes after that. So let me know how you got on. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment. It's always really, really helpful. If you want to tag me on anything on Instagram, it's Mindful Movement with Gabriella. Please let me know what else you would like to see, and hopefully I will see you again soon.
Be free, living up, just me and you. Say yes, take a chance, just one more night.